realestate.org. Let's just get started right out of the gate with the Maui fix. It's kind of what I'm thinking today. You want to know why? Because it's Friday. And in Hawaii, we say, Aloha Friday. That's right. And I was trying to think why. Why do we call it that? You know what my best answer is? Because it's that feeling you get inside when it's a Friday and you're just like, that's Aloha, man. That's like, you love it, right? It's just, So it's Aloha Friday. So happy Aloha Friday to you. My name is Eric West. If you're new to the channel, I'm all about teaching you everything you need to know about Hawaii and its real estate. I'm a practicing real estate broker here in the beautiful island of Maui. And I've been doing these videos for about, I don't know, gosh, what are we going on, like 35 days? Every day for two reasons. Peace. Number one is to bring peace, right? Of course, that's what Aloha is all about, love and peace. But to bring awareness to the Maui Food Bank. So if you haven't watched the video yet, please do so. It's called the Maui Food Line video. Just Google that up, search it up, please watch it. It's very important, I think, to get the word out. Please share it at a very minimum, if you don't mind, please. Aloha from the bottom of my heart, mahalo nui loa, would appreciate it. Just share it. Just Facebook, Instagram, look what's going on, guys, down in Maui. Remember that place we go on vacation and, you know, we had the toes in the sand, you got all drunk and, you know, that place? The people need food, you know? So that's important to get the word out. And number two is to put a little spotlight here on Maui so people will come here and vacation and rent a condo and help our economy get kicked up. So this is my little teeny little thing that I can do to help. So, and you guys watching and thumbs upping these videos and subscribing and sharing tells YouTube, hey, this is kind of good content. People like this, and maybe it'll bring more awareness to this little island in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, and everybody will maybe make a little bit more money and help some people here that get some food that need it. So what are we doing today? We're going to the beach. But before we go to the beach, I wanted to show you the vintage at Kaanapali. Now, why am I showing these properties off? Well, number one, what I've discovered is my audience, they like to check out Maui. They like to be like, man, I didn't know that was there. That's pretty cool. And they might want to move here. And this is a great property for you to know about. Let me tell you, this is a winner. Why? Because number one, it's right above Kaanapali, so you can take your golf cart and just ride on down, and you'll be at you know, Leilani's, you'll be on the beach, you'll be at, you know, jumping off Black Rock in like 32 seconds. And number two is right on a golf course, right? So we love golf courses, we love golfing, and they're beautiful and they're quiet. And then also they're standalone units. Now, short-term rentals are not allowed here, so you can't short-term rent these, but you can long-term rent them. So if you're looking for a cool place to live, this is a great option. Or you're looking for a cool place to buy, these are at a price point that's perfect. That if you can't quite afford a single-family residence on the hillside in Kaanapali, these are ones you need to look at. So what I'm going to do, of course, I got the trusty one wheel right here, as always. I don't think I'm going to get in trouble in here, at least I hope not. But I just want to give you a quick little tour, and then we're going to head down to Kaanapali because I've had some requests. People want to see what's going on at Whalers Village and the opening of restaurants. But I just kind of want to give you a little sneak peek of what these units look like. Oh, a garage. Are you serious? Garage on Maui in a townhome or a condo? Unheard of. So that's huge. That's really, really, really huge. Matter of fact, probably the only true disadvantage that I see in living a quote-unquote regular condo is not having a garage. Because I'm a garage guy, right? The wife's all into the kitchen. I'm like, show me the garage, show me the barn. Where can I change the oil? You know, that's just, I'm a typical dude. So to have a garage is huge. Stand alone, you don't share a floor, a wall with anybody else. That's huge for a lot of folks. And you do get the benefit of a pool, which is right up here. I'm not going to crash it, but if I wasn't live on YouTube, I probably would. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that. But I am going to kind of pull into these because I want you to see them. Look at those beautiful flowers. And as you can see, it's a bustling, vibrant community with people everywhere. No, it's very quiet. And that's sort of how we roll here on the hillside. Kaanapali hillside, pretty quiet place to live. Not a whole lot going on. No cars parked in the streets. It's quiet. I mean, look at this. There's not even anyone going for a walk this evening. And I'm sure there's people in these homes, don't get me wrong, but it's just, I'm displaying to you the quietness, retirement type complex. Sure, there's some people in here that might be working tech, you know, on their phone or their computer, you know, trading, whatever. But probably some realtors that live in here. I want to show you the pool if I can. I don't know if I can get to it. Hang on a second. That could be challenging. I'm just going to go through the bushes. Don't tell anybody I did this. Okay, here we go. Oh, wow. That's really busy. Look at all these people, man. There's a hot tub, too. Isn't that nice? Thumbs up if you want to be sitting right here, right now. Sun's getting ready to go down. I got to hurry up. I don't want to miss the sunset. Okay, that's the pool. So that's kind of nice, you know, because you know, one of the disadvantages, of course, of some complexes, they don't have a pool. And on Maui, wherever you're at, you got to have a pool, man. I mean, that's just critical. Get a little hot during the day. You want to go cool off, jump in a pool. But this is 17 acres, just to give you an idea. 73 units. Mainly 3 bedrooms. There are some 4 bedrooms in here. And they range in square footage from like, I don't know, like 1,700 square feet up to like 23 and change. So pretty decent size. And newer build, you know. So this is modern living. This isn't something that was built in 1969. So what do you guys think? You like it? Hit me in the comment section if you've known of this place, if you like this place, if you want to buy here. Obviously, if you're looking to buy or sell, I'd love to help out. We got somebody going for a walk. How you doing, man? It's like you might be working here. But you kind of get the idea, right? It's a beautiful little development right here. A lot of ocean views. And not super busy. There are some families that live in here. Here you can see he's got his golf cart right there. Everyone's got a golf cart, by the way. You live in Kaanapali, you just have to have a golf cart, whether or not you golf, because why? You can get on your golf cart and cruise down to Kaanapali. And part of the reason you'd like to do that sometimes is you don't want to get sand in your BMW. And then it continues. Of course, I'm kind of itching to get down to the ocean here, but I wanted you to see this place. I'm going to give you the kind of the end of the road tour, if you will, so you can say you've seen the entire vintage now, virtually. It kind of goes up in here, same kind of little layout as the one I just went up to. The premium ones, in my opinion, are the ones that are sort of obviously right on the golf course, with views of the golf course, of the ocean, of the West Maui Mountains. Some of these end lots here are pretty money when you get out to the lanais and take a look at the view. It's a fantastic lifestyle right here. And that's what it's all about. It's the lifestyle of Maui. You know, I've often heard it said it's the best lifestyle on earth. And the reasons are very simple. Number one, you're on US soil. That's huge. So you're thinking about going to South America or to Mexico, and I'm not too sure about that one, honestly. You know, it's like, I'm not even sure the US is safe anymore. But, you know, that's why we stay in the United States, because we do have law and order. Amen. So, US soil, number one. Number two is you are far away from the mayhem. So this is one thing that's really unique about Hawaii. You probably know this, but the furthest archipelago, which is the island chain, from a major landmass in the world. The only one that comes close is Easter Island. But this is the furthest you can get from everybody. And that's one of the reasons I moved here. I'm like, you know what? I need to get away from these people. Nothing personal, mainland, nothing personal. But you're kind of crazy. And you got too much damn traffic. That's the big one for me. Too much traffic, too many people. And then we can talk about weather. So number two, weather, obviously. Best weather on the planet. I've been showing this to you like every day for 35 days. I'm telling you, it's blue sky. Of course, we had a couple little rainy things the last few days, but nothing major, you know, just enough to give you a little spice of life, a little change of pace. It's good every once in a while, but it wasn't cold and it was nice. And yeah, the weather here is like a Swiss watch. It's the same every single day. You know, before I moved here, I remember I'd get really pissed. I'd be in the middle of winter, you know, like got like 3 feet of snow on the ground. I just got done shoveling snow all day long, and I'm sitting in traffic, and my thing is, you know, and I'm scraping the cold, you know. And I turn on the news for Hawaii, 78, 78, 78, 78, big suns everywhere. Oh man, are you kidding? That exists? So yeah, definitely got me very, very, very motivated. Big screen TV in my basement. I worked out of my office, and I'd have a screensaver going of the beach, waves lapping in. So here we go. We're gonna go ahead and head down to Kaanapali. We're gonna watch the sunset, obviously, and we're gonna see what's going on at Whalers Village. Is this okay? Oh, this is okay. And you can see how long it would take if you live there. And I'm going slower than a golf cart, don't get me wrong. But you could walk this too. Fantastic morning walk. And just to orientate you over there, I'm looking straight ahead at the island of Molokai. And over here to the left, obviously, that's Lanai. And this street right here is Kualapal. And that's the entrance to we call it KGE, Kaanapali Golf Estates. There's multiple multiple gated communities back in there, namely the Summit, the Pinnacle, Lanakea, and you can get to Kaanapali Hillside, which is the non-gated section from there if you had to. And then this is one of 2 bridges that goes over the highway. We can check out the traffic. We've been on this bridge before. You can kind of get a feel for what's happening on Maui sometimes with the amount of traffic. This is Friday, right? Rush hour-ish. And let me tell you, that's a lot more cars than normal. There's days that I have to come out here and wait for a car. Okay. Across the bridge. Over here, if you come here on vacation anytime soon, or anytime really, there's a new place over here, new business just opened up. He's renting electric mountain bikes. Cool business right there. Check him out. He just opened in the midst of the pandemic. Hats off to him. That takes some guts, some faith. Okay, here we are. We're gonna cross over right here. Oh, that sun's gonna pop out of those clouds here pretty soon. Okay. And the other thing I wanted to point out real quick is another beautiful resort that is a fantastic value. One of my favorites, actually. Kaanapali Royal, right over here to your left. They pick up some good size as well. Beautiful location. Get some ocean views, get some golf cart views. Very, very good value right there. That's a great spot. I'll probably do a live there one of these days. Can you hear the birds? I love the Franklins. If you're from Maui or you haven't been here in a while, that sound probably reminds you, because they're always going off at sunrise and sunset. And sometimes they're just a little too loud, those little buggers. But anyway, not as bad as the dogs in the neighborhood sometimes. Boy, those things. Huh. So there's the Kaanapali Royal. And by the way, I've mentioned this before, but if you ever want to avoid the trip to Hana because you want to see the rainbow trees, they actually have rainbow eucalyptus trees on the edge of this property right next to the driving range. And this is obviously the Kaanapali Royal course right here, and the Kai course is above us. And there was a comment today, someone asked, is the driving range open? And yes, the driving range is open. I was over there just the other day hitting tee shots in a manner that I never do when I'm playing golf. Just kidding. No, I'm not kidding, actually. I'm really good on a driving range, man. Okay, here we go. Practice makes perfect, as they say. Okay, so right across there is the Whaler. Thumbs up if you stayed there, own there. Any reviews? I think I forgot to mention, like I try to mention every time, is we try to have a very active comment section. So if you can shout out a business or a tip for a viewer, someone that's thinking about coming here, if you've got experience on Maui, you want to recognize an employee or someone that worked hard for you, or a restaurant you've been to that you love, or property that you think is a great place to stay. I've been really promoting staying at VRBO, Airbnbs, individually owned condo units, because that is the small business of Maui. And so thank you so much for checking those out if you have. I love the big hotels, but let's face it, they've got a little more financial staying power than the average small business owner. So please do me a favor and consider staying in a condo while you're here. And I'm going to be featuring more condos, so if there's a particular one that you want to see, please let me know. Okay, here we are at the Whaler. And I actually have not been here since I was here, a week or so ago, so I have no idea what I'm going to find, other than a security guard that's going to yell at me. But let's check it out. Sephora is open. Oh, Haagen-Dazs isn't open yet. Come on, guys. Don't you know that tourists love ice cream? This is my office up there. Of course, I'm never in it because I'm always out showing property or something, but, ooh, there's the security guard. Ooh, turn around. Sunglasses Hut is open. Sunglass Hut, good job, guys. Tommy Bahama, fantastic clothing. I think I've got a Tommy Bahama shirt on right now, actually. I love Tommy Bahama clothing. Now this is where they do the movies. Well, I don't know if they'll start them up again, but they do movies down there for kids and they play it on a big screen. That's a very fun event. Nahoku, great place to buy your jewelry. Excuse me. I'm going the wrong way on top of it. Yogurt Land, they're closed. Come on, guys. Where are these people gonna go get their dessert? All right, I'm gonna have to walk a little bit here, but I promise it'll be worth it. Thumbs up if you want to shout out any of these businesses. Martin and MacArthur, they got some fabulous Koa wood products in there. Keeping an eye out for my security guard. There he is. Darn it. Okay. Oh, Olukais, the best slipper. For you mainlanders, the best flip-flop you can buy right here, Olukais. Isn't that cool? They opened up their first corporate store right here in Whalers Village. Apologize for the bouncing and the walking, but looks like they're not quite open yet. Sand People, my wife's favorite store. What does that sign say? An attempt to keep everyone safe will be closed until further notice. Come on, Sand People, you can do it. Lululemon, thumbs up if you're a Lululemon freak. All you yogis out there, you can come all the way to Maui and buy your overpriced shirts and pants. I'm just kidding. Monkey Pod, come on, guys, you can do it. Louis Vuitton, if Louis Vuitton can do it, I mean, you guys can do it. I mean, all right. Where's my guy? Okay, Leilani's over here on the left. Best fish tacos on Maui, in my humble opinion.
I'm watching your stream.
No way, dude. That's nuts.
If anything's open. I've been following it out in California. So.
How you doing, man? I'm Eric, man.
How you doing? I'm John.
Nice to meet you. We'll sanitize later.
Yeah. I was telling them, I'm like, I've been following this real estate guy, trying to figure out what's open.
That's nuts, man. So where are you from?
San Francisco.
San Francisco. How long you been here?
We just got in. We just landed.
No way. Can you give us a little update on what it was like?
I mean, flying in wasn't bad. I mean, we got out of line in like I don't know, 10 minutes.
10 minutes. So when you landed,
We were like row 12 on the plane, so
Okay.
getting off was pretty quick. But
so they checked the QR code and you were done in 10 minutes.
yeah, pretty much.
Wow, that's
Just
great.
have to make sure all your stuff's uploaded into that thing.
Yeah. Did you connect through Honolulu or did you come direct to Maui?
No, we went straight from SFO to
To-
Maui.
Okay, and then you tested back on the mainland,
Yeah.
obviously, with CVS or?
My fiance did CVS. I did Kaiser. Both got our results in like a day. It seems
Yeah.
like we got a handful of us like coming out here, so and like everyone's getting them in like a little bit over a day.
Yeah. So it was easy.
Yeah.
No big deal.
No.
Basically.
Yeah.
Was it a self-administered swab or did they shove it in
No,
there?
the guy at Kaiser was like had something to prove.
He worked it, huh?
He was going for it. I'm just happy he did the throat and then the nose and not the nose and then the
Yeah. I've heard they have spit ones now too. They're not too bad, and there's self-administered ones where you can kind of
Yeah.
do it yourself. So,
Yeah.
Are you getting ready to grill over here somewhere?
Yeah.
Hula Grill?
Grill.
Is Leilani's open yet?
No.
No.
That's what I thought you had mentioned that they were.
I thought
so-
they were, man, and they had the lights on upstairs. And when the live was over, I went over there,
Yeah.
and they were gone, or there was nobody in there.
Interesting.
So I think I might have said something in the comments, but
But there's,
you got the best fish
there's more,
tacos.
there's more in Lahaina.
There's more. Yeah,
All right.
Paia Fish Market, man.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, cool, dude. Well, nice to meet you, bro. That's so crazy. You're the first one that showed it to me on the phone. That is so cool.
Well, it was funny because I'm like, oh, let me check and see where he's at. And I was like, oh my god, he's right
That's
there.
crazy, man. Hey, nice to meet you, man. Thanks for watching the channel. I appreciate it. That's too cool. Wow. All right, hey, sunset, important. And we have the Terralani cruising by over there. So there you go. Nice little live update from a guy that just flew in. All right, let's get down to what's important. Leilani's, come on, open up already. Over there, though, we do have the Hula Grill. Man, they're winning all kinds of awards with me right now. Good job, guys. Up and at 'em. Oh. Oh, just cut off somebody in their picture. Let's get down to the important stuff. A little Maui Zen, little Maui fix. Because in the end, this is why you come to Maui. Restaurants are cool, shopping is cool, but it's the ocean. Draws us in. There we go. So if you've been watching any of my sunset videos, you know I'm always waiting for that big one that's gonna explode with color in the sky. I haven't really had one quite happen yet. The best one I think I had was in Kihei. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. That sunset was enough to make you cry. But to me, it still doesn't hold a candle to some of the sunsets where the sky just erupts into this beautiful, I can't even explain what it is. It's just, it goes from this to like, just everything is just glowing all of a sudden from every angle, and it's just this, all the entire ocean turns like gold and orange. It's just this crazy effect. So one of these days it's gonna happen, and you just don't always know when it's gonna happen because I haven't figured out what causes it. It just happens. I know you guys know what I'm talking about, but we will continue until that happens. And maybe it's going to happen the day after the election. I'm hoping everything just kind of gets back to normal after that damn thing is finished, but anyway. It is so nice to see all these people down here at Whalers. So for those of you that maybe aren't familiar with where I'm at right now, this is Kaanapali Beach. That's the Sheraton Black Rock over there. Got the two Whaler towers right there. Obviously Whalers Village behind me, Leilani's. That's one of 18 Westons. And then we got, of course, the Ali'i down there, Kaanapali Ali'i. The only two condos you can buy down here are the Ali'i and the Whaler. Everything else is timeshare or hotel. And if you haven't watched the beach walk video, I made a beach walk video that shows how you can basically go from all the way from Honopi'ilani Park, way down there, all the way down 3 miles of nothing but walking right on a boardwalk, all the way to the south end of this. And then you can even go further and continue down another boardwalk in front of, or sidewalk I should say, in front of Wahikuli Beach Parks there, and then you're on the north end of Front Street. You just continue on there down to Frida's and grab you a margarita. So what you're seeing here right now, by the way, is very unusual. Whenever the wind is onshore on the west side of Maui, we call that Kona winds. It's Kona windy. So I don't know where that comes from, but basically maybe the wind is coming from the direction of the Kona side of the Big Island. But that's what we call it. It's the prevailing trade winds are not happening, which is usually coming from the northeast. But this is the opposite. So what this really means, what's important, is that it's glassy surfing conditions on the North Shore. That's all it really means. So whenever if you're a surfer and you feel this onshore wind on the west side of Maui, it's time to get to the North Shore, because that means there's no wind over there and it's glassy. Now if you're a kiter or a windsurfer, obviously you're bummed out because that means there's no wind, but sometimes they surf and kite over here. But the predominant trade wind flow is from the northeast, and that's what makes Maui the #1 destination for wind sports, kiting, windsurfing. Now of course they're doing this hydrofoiling, and they're holding these kites with their hands, and just all kinds of cool stuff in that sport. But what a great place to live if you're into that, because it's the capital of it. It's like, you know, being in Aspen or Telluride or Park City, the best powder in the world, and here you get the best wind in the world. But when you're on the west side of Maui, you're blocked from all that wind 90% of the time. But every once in a while, those trade winds stop flowing, more so in the wintertime. Our wind season is more in the summer. But in the wintertime, you get these Kona winds every once in a while. The other thing that you'll notice is that we don't have any more VOG. Thumbs up if you remember VOG. So VOG is when the wind would switch this direction back, you know, a few years ago. It would blow all the volcanic emission, if you will, from Kilauea over here. And then the skies would just have this weird haze, but the sunsets were unbelievable because of the fog. But it would also make you feel like you have the flu or something. It makes your throat scratchy, and if you have a breathing condition, it can really mess with you. But that's all over because the big volcano erupted. It's over, it's done. So maybe the cauldron will fill up and it'll blow again in 100 years, but for right now, no more fog. Got that phone call. But you can go buy that volcanic front piece of land now on the Big Island, and your odds of getting completely destroyed by a volcano are less right now. So anyway, I just wanted to mention the fog is gone, because these Kona winds remind me of those foggy days, and it'd be kind of a nightmare really, if you have any kind of sensitivity to it, which I did for the first few years I lived here. But that's over. Here we have a sunset cruise coming in. There's the Gemini. I don't know if they've got any clients on there or not. Usually you'd see them all standing on the deck. And I believe that's the Terralani on the other side. They're still sunset gazing over there. But yeah, thumbs up if you have shout out, I should say, if you've cruised with any of these companies and would like to mention them in the video. We'd certainly appreciate that. Hula Girl is one of my faves. I don't see the Hula Girl here right now. Wow, what a beautiful sunset. Just makes you want to drink something cold and eat a fish taco. I guess the air temperature right now is maybe a perfect 77. Obviously a nice little breeze here. If you haven't visited Maui in the wintertime, in my opinion, it's the best word I could use for it is it's succulent. It's perfect. It's like a divine piece of earth that you can experience. Perfect weather, and it's just perfection. For me, it was hard to digest that for a long time because I was used to suffering. I suffered basically from November until about April 30th. Too cold. So to be here in the middle of January and you're putting on sunblock is like, huh. And riding waves that are double overhead. You just kind of forget about the white stuff. The other thing is, the air here is so beautiful. It's just so clean, and there's humidity in it. It's got good moisture. It's good for your skin, good for your hair, good for your lungs. Where I came from, it was so dry. As a matter of fact, when I go back to Colorado, I have to put in 8 humidifiers in the room, and then I drink 8 gallons of water, and I'm just dry from here all the way down. I have a headache, and I'm like, how do you people do this? I get back here, and instantaneously I normalize, and I feel good again. I'm not even exaggerating that right now. That is so true. The altitude just doesn't agree with me. So there are guests here coming in. Look at that, huh? We have a bona fide tourist activity happening right before our very eyes. Look at that, huh? Yes, look at that. We got 2 of them coming in, 2. Whoever thought I'd get excited about that? It's like this happened every day like clockwork. We never even thought twice about it. Now it's like, hallelujah. I never thought it would be a big deal, but it is. People enjoying their God-given rights to go travel the planet and have experiences and be together and have a drink and yeah. Huh. Who would have ever thought we'd be making a big deal about that? But we are. Celebrating it. This is exciting. Literally. It feels like Christmas right now in a little weird way. Because I'm proving to you guys, I'm proving to you in live, real time that this is happening. And everyone's okay. Look at that, 2 of them coming in. And I guarantee you one thing, when you get off that, you are feeling good. Why? Because you probably had a few drinks, number one. Number two, you just got done sucking in some amazing salt air. Number three, you didn't think about work, your cell phone didn't go off. You watched the sunset. You got to eat some good food. And you're on Maui. That's what it's all about, man. This is one of my favorite experiences right here. It doesn't cost a lot of money, and it is fun. And it's not, no one ever gets seasick, none of that jazz, man. So, anyway, how cool. All right, guys, well, I think I'm gonna leave you with that thought. When you go to sleep tonight, I want you dreaming about the Gemini and the Terralani, and I want you to see yourself on that sailboat sooner than later. So I don't know, man. This is too much fun. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Aloha from Maui. If you liked the video, thumbs up, share, please subscribe. It just means a lot. It helps. Get the word out. Maui Food Line video. Please watch it, share it, give to the food bank if you can. Hit the comment section with like the coolest thing you could ever tell someone about Maui and Hawaii and why they should come here. That's it. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll be back tomorrow. I have no idea where. I have no idea what I'm going to say. These are live, unedited, uncensored. And I'm just glad I didn't get in trouble by the security guy. So thanks again for watching. Until next time, aloha. Eric out.